everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. It feels like such a long time since I've done a chatty sit down video. I think it's been about 2 weeks or so, but I'm really excited today to get back to a bit of filming. I've been quite busy because of school, but there will be more content coming. But today I wanted to bring you the Colorist's first tag, which was created by Jojo from Jojo's Colouring Nook, and I was very kindly tagged to do this by Lovella from Lovella's Colouring, so thank you both Jojo for creating the tag and Lovella for tagging me. I really appreciate it. So I will put links down to the channels of both of those ladies and hopefully their videos too. I'll see what I can do, but yeah, I'm just going to be doing a bit of colouring on this page that I've started, well, almost finished, from Peter Pan by Fabiano Attanasio. This is a buddy colour that I'm doing with the lovely Robin, and it's taken me ages to get any pages done this month. I think I've completed one, and I need to get some more done, but that just shows, I guess, how busy I've been, and hopefully I'll get a couple more whips done before the end of the month. I'm telling you now, it's probably not going to be the longest video, but yeah, I'm just going to colour this for some of the questions. I've got a few things to show you for some of them, so I will do that. And just as a side note, I am loving these new Arteza white gel pens. I've only used them on the tail of this mermaid. I was using different white gel pens for these and it was so temperamental, but these are great. If you haven't got your hands on these yet, go over to Arteza and get them because they are amazing. There's also a review that Colour with Claire has done with them. So I've got the 3-pack which has 0.6, 0.8 and 1, and they are so amazing. And these I think are about £7 on the UK website. Oh no, I'm going to struggle to get these open, that's helpful. I just wanted to show you really the inside of it. It was quite hard to get open actually. Why is this being so weird? There we go. So basically they look kind of standard gel pen, but they are so good and they're really opaque and they just glide over the page really easily. So I would definitely recommend checking those out. And yeah, I'm really enjoying colouring this page at the moment. So let me just get... Oh, the question's already up, perfect. So I'm just going to get started. So question number 1, what was the first colouring book you bought when you started adult colouring? So the first, I can't remember exactly, I think it may have been Animal Kingdom by Millie Marotta. And the reason I think that was because I remember having those when I was around 8 or 9, just colouring as a kid, because obviously those books are absolutely perfect for kids as well. Any of these books are, and you know, technically I'm still a kid. But I remember getting those a while before we moved down here, and we've been down here half my lifetime now, which is crazy. But I think because we moved down here at the end of when I was in year 4, so yeah, I would have been about 7 or 8 definitely when I got them. And then in 2014 at Christmas, I very much remember getting the Secret Garden by Joanna Basford, because we then went to South Africa that year and I remember taking it with me on holiday. So I remember definitely getting that, and then I think I had got a couple more books along the way from both of those artists. And then in April 2017 I got Romantic Country, the second tale, along with my 72 set of Prismacolors. So that was one of the newer kind of artists. And then I remember getting a book by Chucky Ida, I think, which I don't colour in really anymore. I've still got it somewhere. And then I remember getting Magical Delights and Menuet de Bonheur, which are by Clara Markova and Kaneko Agusa, and that was the summer of 2017. So I slowly built up my collection. I was learning about new artists. But yeah, I think Animal Kingdom was probably the first book that I got. So number 2, what was the first supply you bought? So in terms of pencils as a supply by Prismacolors, as I mentioned in 2017, I always had felt tips and, you know, cheap colour pencils lying about, so I don't know if you can really count that, but in terms of my actual adult colouring, they were definitely the first, and I still love them. I use them all the time. As you can see, I'm using Prismacolors here, but I do have the full set now, and I got those, when would that be? Oh my gosh. I think that was November 2017. I think. So not long after, really. I'd definitely grown out of the smaller set quite quickly. But I absolutely love them. So number 3, your first non-budget friendly set of colour pencils. Okay. Because I started out with Prismacolors, I then kind of wanted to try other things. So I tried some polychromos, things like that. I want to say it was... Oh, hang on, this is hard. I want to say it was the Crayolas, because I got those last summer. And I absolutely love my Black Widow pencils, and I got those last November. So I did get those first, the Crayolas, but I definitely must have had some before. They're the first that I can remember. Or it might have been the Faber-Castell Classics, actually. There could be an assortment of different things, really, for that question. Number 4, first hardback book you bought. Now, I can show you this one. This was Magical Delights. And really, it was kind of the first really, really good quality book I got with the hardback cover. And I love it. And I still love it. And there are some pictures that I really want to go back to with this. Obviously, she's bought out new books over the years. Her style has changed, but I still love these illustrations. This one was inspired by Jen from Reading with Pugs, and I know I've done another one in here, this one. So I did these ages ago. This was back in 2017, so quite a while back. But I love this page, especially at the front. I want to do that at some point. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. The paper's amazing, and there's still that quirky, whimsical style. But I remember getting it and just absolutely loving it. And I think when I got it at that point, I did manage to find it on Amazon, which is very rare because now her books are hardly on there, probably due to COVID. But it's such a shame because they are absolutely amazing. And you know, I do understand why it's difficult during this time. Could even be because of Brexit, actually, I'm not sure. Number 5, who was your first buddy colour with? So buddy colours were a new thing for me when I started my colouring YouTubing, because before then I wasn't on any social media, and YouTube was the first kind of interaction I had with the colouring community. So this was back in January 2019, so I've almost been on YouTube 2 years now, which has gone so quickly. But my first buddy colour was with the lovely Susie, and when I did it with her, this must have been March, April time, probably. I don't know for certain. I do have a video on my channel colouring the picture, and it was the Kiwi page from Fantastic Zoo, and her channel then was called Susie's Colouring Cottage, and now I believe it's at Susie's Cottage because she does lots of collage and things like that, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So please go and check out her channel. But yeah, it was so fun, and I am very fortunate now to do lots of buddy colours with you all. And as I've said numerous times, guys, I am always open to doing buddy colours. I am always so flattered if any of you ask if you can do a buddy colour, because, you know, it means a lot. And I do just, you know, have that disclaimer that because of school and everything, it does take me a bit longer. So it may take me a bit more time to finish a page. But I mean, I'm really sorry, Robin, as I've mentioned to you, because this page has been taking me quite a while. Not that usually a page like this would take me that long, it's just, as I said, I haven't been colouring much this month, so you can kind of see that it does take me a bit longer sometimes to do pages. So if you would like to do a buddy colour, I'd absolutely love to. You can reach out to me on email or DM me on Instagram. So yeah, I'm always open to it, but just be aware that it may take me a bit longer to, you know, get around to finishing the page at this current time. Say number 6, your first Colourtube channel you started watching. This is a hard one. I can't remember for certain, because I think I started watching Peter Hewitt and Jen Reading with Pugs around about the same time. I think I probably stumbled across one of Peter's videos, and I think it was one of her Enchanted Forest things, and that's where it all blew up for me. But I first, you know, properly started getting into Colourtube in April 2017, and that was roughly when Jen started doing colouring videos as well. So it's really hard for me to pinpoint exactly what it was, you know, what the catalyst was for this whole colouring craze. So I don't know. And there's so many people out there now. I mean, I'm one of the, I guess, newer channels. I guess not really anymore because it's almost been 2 years, as I've said, but you know, there were loads and loads of colour tubing channels way before my time, and it's amazing to see how people's channels have progressed and how, you know, the amount of people that are now in the community. It's amazing. So number 7, first page you coloured. Again, that's really hard, so I'm not gonna show because I can't remember exactly. It might have been one from, well, it probably was one from Millie Marotta's Animal Kingdom. The first page I coloured from Romantic Country I've shown many times. That was the page, the Easter page. So it was mainly just felt tip, I think, because I had the Stabilo or Stabilo 20 set of pens. So I kind of just used those. It might have been the Fox page. I don't know. I have such a bad memory. But as I said, this could have been up to 8 years ago. So I can't, you know, it's not like I've been adult colouring for that long, but I've definitely always had a creative side to me. So, well, I still do, obviously, because I colour. But, you know, I think colouring when you're younger is quite different from now. Because for me, this is, you know, a real hobby. You know, one of those hobbies that I know I'm going to stick at for the rest of my life. And I think when you're colouring when you're younger, usually it's, you know, to keep you occupied, or, you know, just as a creative outlet. But it's definitely developed into a lot more in these last couple of years. Number 8, what was your first portrait picture you coloured? From being honest with you, I really can't remember. I know that when I got my Romantic Country books, I would do a few of the people here and there. I've got a page which I'll show you, but it's not a proper portrait picture. It's just one of the really, you know, small characters. So I literally just, with this one, coloured her skin with polychrome. It's nothing special. I mean, you can see I haven't even finished it, but I don't really, I can't really recall when it was. I do colour portraits. As you can see, I'm colouring them now, but I've always, with bigger portraits, you know, it's always been a bit more daunting for me. Some people find it, you know, really easy, and they always come out, you know, amazingly well. And I do really enjoy colouring it. I think actually colouring skin is quite therapeutic because, you know, you just layer and layer. So I do like having pages like this where you've still got portraits, but it's smaller and then surrounding area. And that's just my opinion and what I personally like to colour. So I can't pinpoint again exactly what page it was, but I know that I just coloured skin here and there, but obviously not in as much detail as if it were a bigger portrait. Number 9, what was your first grayscale picture you coloured? Again, this is quite hard because I never really had grayscale books until quite recently. I have got some beautiful grayscale books, and one of them being the Art of Nature, which I was very kindly sent by Sue, and I love that. And I love that it's not too dark of a grayscale. It's just really, really nice and light, but it still gives the shadow. So I really like that book. I have a few grayscale books here and there, but out of the two, I think I do prefer line art, but it's really nice having that switch up and that change. So I think it might have been, oh, this is really hard. There was definitely, I mean, you can't really count Kirby Rosanza's. Oh, I'll tell you what it might have been. Might have been a page from Mouse Guard, because I would kind of count that as grayscale, because David Peterson's work is quite heavy. So it might have been that. Again, it's quite hard for me to say. Number 10, what was your first ever completed book? So, as you probably all know, my first video on YouTube was of the my completed book of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I've completed the whole book and now I'm on my second copy. There are many things that I am wanting to change when I colour it again. I haven't got very far. I haven't even finished this Wonder Woman page yet, but I absolutely love it. I'm so proud of myself, and it took about a year. So from 2017 to 2018, I pretty much just solidly coloured in this book. And now, obviously, as you know, with my channel and everything, I do try and colour in a range of different books and artists. And I've kind of, my collection has obviously expanded over time, and I've kind of found what I like, and it's, you know, it's growing. So yeah, that was my first ever completed book. I haven't completed any more books yet. I don't know if I ever will for quite a long time. I had plans to finish The Flower Year, but that kind of went out the window, and I still really love Layla's work, but your style just changes over time. I don't know, with me, I do kind of go through phases, and at this point it wouldn't be my top book to try and complete, even though at the beginning of the year it would have been. So it's, you know, it's absolutely fine, and things change, and that's okay. And I think it's kind of good for me because I don't feel pressure as a YouTuber to just carry on with things because I've said I'm going to do them. You know, it's still my colouring and, you know, my choices and stuff. So if I don't want to continue with something, then I won't. And I totally get it if that would annoy some people, obviously, because I have said, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this, and then not stuck to it. But that's just me, and I tend to do that quite a lot as a colourist. I mean, even when I was younger, I used to flit a lot between reading books. I'd have about 3 on the go at once, and it's pretty much me now with colouring as well. So, you know, I'm still basically doing the same thing, but you know, I don't mind that at all. And if I go through phases, I go through phases, and I would love to complete another book at some point. Yeah, sorry, I just went off a bit then. And the bonus question, what was the first colouring tag you participated in? The first tag I did, I wasn't actually tagged in, but I decided I wanted to do the video anyway, and I believe it was the Tiny Tin tag. I can't remember who started it, I'm so sorry. But the Tiny Tin tag was basically a video that I did on my channel where I used my 12 set of Holbein pastel pencils, because that was the set I had at the time. And I just used those on a picture, and it was from Waltzes of the Seasons by Kaneko Gusa. So I remember doing that. And then I have since done so many other tags on my channel. Quite a few this year, especially during lockdown, which I've really enjoyed. And now, obviously, I'm doing a tag now. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of the tags, because I did quite a few last year at the beginning of my channel, but I think as your channel grows, obviously your audience in terms of YouTube grows as well, you know, more people find you and stuff like that. So especially now, since I have gained more of you amazing subscribers, it's opened up to more opportunities, which has been absolutely amazing. And I've really enjoyed doing tags like this, because you learn a lot about people anyway, just from videos, even if it's a colour and chat, or, you know, your style of colouring through completed pages and stuff. But I feel like the tags just have that extra, you know, thing to it, and I really like it, because it's so nice to learn a bit about other people, not, you know, not just about colouring. And I know this was a, you know, main colouring tag, but I just really enjoy doing them, and they're so fun. So if anyone has any other ideas for them, then that would be great. There's one that I need to get around to doing. I had an idea for it, and I mentioned it ages ago, and as I said, things just run away with me and I don't have time to do videos. But that is all. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I haven't really done much, progressed much on this page really, but it looks really washed out on the camera. It's a lot darker than what you're seeing at the moment. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, please feel free to comment down below. You can reach out to me on my email, as I said, if you have any questions. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.